continuing on with the World Noir Volume 2 set, we have Helmut Quitner's Black Gravel from 1961. This is number 67 in the Radiance range, and this is a dark character study where we follow characters who are horrid. Pretty much the most disgusting kind of characters. This is following Robert, a character who is smuggling out gravel from a local site. We have the Americans moving in, building an air base, and he's kind of doing some dirty dealings to try and make himself some extra money. He's not exactly a squeaky clean character. He's someone that just kind of puts your teeth on the edge. There's something not quite right about him. There's something very manipulative about this character. We see it with his dealings. People are commodities to be sold and traded, much like what he's doing with all his ill-gotten gains from the construction of this American base.
Vor was hast du denn so eine Angst? Vor der Polizei?
Vor der doch nicht.
Vor was denn sonst? Dass es wieder losgeht mit Raketen und Bomben aus allen Düsen?
Jawohl!
Everything kind of takes a turn at one point where he picks up an army captain, general, officer of some sort, and meets his wife, who turns out to be Robert's ex-partner of sorts. And he kind of sees this as a challenge. Like I said, he's a horrible character. He just sees this as another conquest. It's even more delightful now that she's married to get this notch on his bedpost. And we see Ing's character, who is really torn about this. She has feelings for Robert. She still loves him in one way or another, but she has loyalty to her husband. And there is a wonderful performance here of a character who deep down knows that she cannot resist this man. She doesn't want to go anywhere near him. She knows he is toxic and will ruin her life, and she physically knows that she cannot resist, and she tries her damnedest, and it's such a wonderful performance as she tries to talk her husband into just leaving, going away, going back to America, taking her away from this place without actually saying what's on her mind. She just wants out of this situation.
John, lass uns von hier fortgehen.
Was?
Lass uns nach Libertyville gehen. Du hast es mir so oft versprochen.
Aber darling, ich kann doch nicht einfach meinen Job hier aufgeben. We need the points and the money.
Of course, that's not going to happen. And as the tale goes on, they get embroiled in various situations where people end up dead, and Robert ends up in a kind of pressure situation, as does Ing, struggling with what's going on, and it just simmers nicely to a boil. It's wonderful. The way it kind of starts off is almost carefree, and then we peel back the layers and see this character for what he is, as we see what he's willing to do and how manipulative he can be, how he takes great pleasure in breaking people's resolves and making them do things that they don't want to do, how he has a little bit of guilt, but it's always overshadowed with the effects on him. How does he get himself out of this situation?
Was willst du hier?
Was spionierst du mir nach?
Black Gravel was absolutely phenomenal. This black and white shot film was a real insight into these dark characters. Like I said, most of the characters are reprehensible, but there are wonderful conversations to be had in this. There is one later on where Ing has to confess everything to her husband about what's going on. And the cold practicality that faces her in this moment is shocking. More so because this is a character who lives by rules, regulation, and understands what has to be done. But his commitment wavers, and it's such an impactful conversation that's unexpected. And for just words, it packs a hell of a punch.
Wer weiß davon? Nur du und dieser Mann?
Ja?
Dann gibt es diesen Unfall nicht. Ich kann keine Leichen unter meiner Rampen brauchen. Das wirst du einsehen. Und auch keine Frau, die mit sowas zu tun hat. Und auch keine Scheidung.
Black Gravel is terrific. It is a tense film where you feel genuine loss at the people that die in this one, as you feel sympathy towards our main character, because of all his life choices and everything has led him to this path. The woman who's stuck in the middle, who knows what she wants to do, but just can't resist the wanton loss of life. Everything just ticks over wonderfully in this great potboiler. Black Gravel was a real impact, a real standout film in this set, which again, World Noir, Radiance are just knocking out of the park. Let's dive into the disc and have a look at some of the extras. Here we are in the disc for Black Gravel. Let's go to the special features. First up, we have an audio commentary with Olaf Moller. Next, we have Margaret Diriaz. Programmer and writer Margaret Diriaz examines the complex history of Black Gravel and the work of Helmut Kottner, little known outside of Germany and a controversial figure in his homeland. Newly recorded for Radiance in May 2024. This is 19 minutes 23 seconds. We get a quick overview of the director, his diversity within his work, and the lack of popularity today, probably due to some of the thematics and because he was so diverse within his filmography. Next, we have behind-the-scenes footage. This German newsreel footage from 1960 features a visit to the set of Black Gravel and a short interview with Helmut Kottner. This is 3 minutes 50 seconds, and he's just talking about the set they're working on, the sort of road that's been built within the film, and his kind of thoughts and what he's trying to accomplish with this film. And we have a trailer as well on this disc, and that's the extras for Black Gravel. There we have it. Black Disc, part of the World Noir Volume 2. I've got one more movie left, which is a sad time, down to just one film left, but I'm looking forward to getting to that one pretty soon. But I'd love to know your thoughts on Black Gravel. Let me know in the comment box below whether you loved it, hated it, fell somewhere in the middle. I can't wait to read your thoughts on this one. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, manvfilm.com, always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.